Yes, welcome back to another trailer breakdown from the Dreadcast. This came out of nowhere. This is I saw this an article on Bloody Disgusting. It's a film called Thorns, featuring Doug Bradley, Pinhead himself. It's meant to be quite messed up. It feels indie. It's meant to be indie. I'm just going to get the article up now and just briefly read what it says.
See, when you mentioned Thorns, my first thought was it was something to do with the Evil Dead, but...
Well, we've got Evil Dead Rise next year.
Oh, yes, we do, don't we?
Yeah. So, just quick summary on this article. I've barely looked at this. I just saw that there was a trailer and I was like, right, hang on. Stop looking, Tom. We'll do a reaction. We'll do a live reaction. So, horror icon Doug Bradley makes an appearance in Thorns, and what's interesting about this one is that it looks like a direct-to-video Hellraiser sequel from back in the day. The film is, of course, not actually connected to the franchise, but it seems to be a love letter to the long-running saga that made Doug Bradley a household name among horror fans. So, last bit here, I'm not going to read the synopsis because we'll try and figure that out ourselves. The film melds themes of religion and science within the framework of a classic 80s era monster movie.
Oh, nice.
Thorns is ripe with physical makeup, effects, and plenty of gore.
Yes, that's what we like to hear.
Let's get into this. Let's watch this.
Yes, let's do this.
All right, I'm going to just turn it down a little bit because, yeah. All right.
I understand you are on your way to Iron Mountain Observatory to find out why and went silent after receiving a signal from a
It kind of already looks like a TV movie.
Oh.
Whoa!
Whoa, that was...
celestial mystery. Must be
Oh, there he is.
evaluated from every perspective.
This looks cheap. This does look quite cheap.
Yeah, that does look cheap.
It looks like it's...
Pages from a Bible covering the walls.
Book of Revelation.
Yeah. It looks like
That's
a...
nun?
I'm not gonna hurt you.
It looks like a... Oh, no, that's Mother Teresa? It looks like a 10 p.m. Sci-Fi Channel film.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, is that a... Oh, that looked like a worm.
Oh!
Oh, jeez. Okay, a bit of a chest burster there.
Whoa!
What the hell?
Ripping their face off? Oh, that looks...
About the end of times. Do you think that's what's happening now?
That couldn't be more of a Cenobite.
Yeah.
Oh, Doug Bradley even looks like a Cenobite himself. He looks so old.
He looks like...
What is it you want?
Prophecy, okay.
What prophecy?
Thorns! Like the thorns on the head of Jesus.
Oh, it's in the toilet, isn't it?
What the fuck was that?
That's great.
The signal coming through the headphones. Everybody is in danger.
This is very much an indie film.
Oh, yeah.
You can just tell.
Do you hear it, Gabriel?
Oh, boy. Oh, there's some stock footage there.
Moment.
Yeah. That feels like a bit of The Cell as well.
Signal transmit.
That's the ring. That's the ring. Oh, come on, that's the ring.
Yeah,
That's
visually,
clearly the ring.
Visually, that's very similar to the ring, isn't it? Okay.
There is so much to unpack within that first, 20 seconds of this thing.
Yeah. Where do we...
I want to say that the whatever I'm going to say, Thorny. I don't know his name. The monster.
Fine, Fawny. That's good.
It's reminding me of some other thing I've seen. How on earth is the dog up here? Oh, okay. Anyway, it reminds me of a character I've seen in something else, but I can't remember where I've seen it though.
It's
that's gonna drive me mad. Actually, no. Go back to the dude sitting on the
here.
Keep going. Yeah, keep going back a little bit. I must admit that shot right there. I thought that was an homage to Event Horizon because I thought he didn't have his eyes.
Yeah. Spoiler, that's why we're doing this trailer reaction quickly now before we do the Event Horizon episode. But yes, I figured that as well, right there. It also looks like he's been like if it say he was shot in the head, like that's the blood splatter that will come
Yeah.
from behind him. But I mean, the only thing I could connect Thorns wise when we're talking about religious aspects is the crown of thorns on Jesus' head. You know, I don't know the Bible stories, but I obviously know that was a part of it.
Oh, that is pretty Hellraiser.
That's yeah.
I mean, Hellraiser. See, if you've heard the sing, it's already too late. That reminds me of The Cell, where there's a weird cell tower thing, and if you hear it, I think you die or something goes wrong with you.
The Cell with Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, Stephen King. It's
yeah,
Jennifer Lopez. It's
Oh, no,
I can't remember who did it. Yeah, no, this is The Cell.
Yeah.
Like a Stephen King short. It's a great film, actually. You should definitely check it out.
That is, that's some great practical effects there. But if you look at the hands that are ripping it off, can you see the nails? That doesn't look like a human that's doing that to himself.
No, that's got to be Thorny.
It's got to be our guy.
Or
whoever turns it. Here we go.
There he is. I'm assuming that may have been a priest at some point.
So he's got a butt mouth. And
yeah, he does.
The crown of thorns around his eyes. So obviously, maybe a thing relating to the eyes.
But I'm assuming if this is religion meets science, then so the science aspect is, by the sound of it, they've been trying to do something, looking into something. They've found a gateway or some signal from, I think they mentioned it, some other world. They don't know where it comes from. So that's the science. They've then opened a door, brought this dude in, and he's from some religious hell type domain.
Do you want me to read the actual synopsis now? Now we've seen it.
I think I kind of don't want to because I kind of want to wait to see when this comes out.
Okay. We'll keep the guessing going. I won't read it.
It is interesting that it's clearly, like, I think the first part of the article said it's an homage to Hellraiser. It's also feels like it's Event Horizon-esque with we've gone somewhere we probably shouldn't have gone, and we've done something we probably shouldn't have done.
Yeah, some aspects for sure.
It's interesting that he's locked. Thorny, that dude, is locked inside a recording studio.
Yeah, and the fact it's clearly a otherworldly being, a glass door can hold this thing apparently.
Yeah, that is true.
Unless it's choosing to be, I don't know.
It can do it. It can do everything. It can cross dimensions, but when it comes across a pane of glass, it's oh no.
There's a big theme of red in this film, isn't there? Big theme. Of red.
I'm going to assume that they found this abandoned place or this very empty building, and they were like, right, this is the only place we can film, and that is literally a turd monster.
That is a baby tremor, if I've ever seen one.
Yes.
Yes. Very deep cut. That is I can't remember the name, the worm monster from Resident Evil 3 that follows Jill around the town. That's the Raccoon City. There we go. There was a back a bit there. There was a little back spine. It feels, the fact it's very indie, it feels like there's not many locations that they've shot at.
I'm going to say this is all filmed at one location, maybe two at a push.
Yeah. We're probably going to get the same sort of problem we had with Beaster Bunny, where they used like that rundown building for the what was it? The exterminators hideout, and then like a gang hideout. They used the same room.
It feels like it's also may have been like maybe a grad student's project. So they're like, okay, right, I'm gonna make a horror film. It's like I've got one location, and they're like, right, let's pull in friends and family and see what we can do.
Problem is, for us personally, for people who have experienced and enjoyed, I'm going to use it as an example, a film such as Terrifier 1, which cost, I believe, $37,000 to make.
It was about that, yeah. It was
something
very
like
low.
That. Now, that film used maybe one or two locations, but everything about it just looked so much more professional. I don't get a professional feel from the way this looks. Yes, the effects, the lighting, but something about it does feel very indie. You know, like Terrifier 1,
It's-
it felt more professional than it should have been. Had any more right to be.
See that scene, this scene here where he tells us to join us.
Yeah.
I reckon if you hear the signal, you turn into something that whatever Thorny is, or I don't know, maybe like a minion, like a lesser Cenobite, like the ones in Hellraiser, because he's definitely the High Priest equivalent.
And we've only seen Doug Bradley in human form. Is this Doug Bradley dressed up? We don't know.
I mean, that'd be cool. I'm looking at Doug Bradley at the moment, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit annoying because he doesn't really have a filmography,
No?
page, which is a bit annoying. But it doesn't mention that he's in this, so maybe it is literally just a fleeting cameo that he's doing. I didn't realize though that Doug Bradley has provided narration for quite a lot of Cradle of Filth albums as well. So there you go. I've now known that. I'm now going to go through Cradle of Filth and see if I can find them.
I found this part quite funny because they're clear as day stock footage here. Like,
Yeah.
you.
That's
Oh. And then that's kind of like what you'd get at the beginning of a news broadcast. And that's stock footage of, I'm not even sure what city that is. I don't even think that's New York. I might be wrong. I don't think it is. I don't think that's Manhattan.
All roads have led to this moment.
Yeah, you know what? The more you look at Doug Bradley in those clothes, the more you got to think, is that what Thorny was? Maybe that is. Maybe Doug Bradley's character, that's a ruse. And that's what Doug Bradley becomes.
Yeah, or that is literally just his cameo. He spent a day shooting some scenes in that chair that they've sprinkled through the film. They needed to get the name. You know, they wanted to make a Hellraiser inspired film, but if they could get the name Doug Bradley, that would be so much better for the marketing side of it.
The signal transmit.
Yeah.
Because you take Doug Bradley out of this, it's yeah.
You would assume it. Yeah, you'd probably be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
See, that is clearly the nun has heard the signal. She's obviously now becoming whatever he is. Oh, I've just noticed inside that mouth was another mouth.
Yeah, and look at the fangs here.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, that's
inside-
a xenomorph type. So right. Oh, there. Keep going, just quickly. There it is.
Yeah,
so
there's
you can just see it right
there's
there.
something.
That feels like a xenomorph
Yeah.
reference.
So those are the same thorns around what we're calling Thorny, so around the eye area.
Looks like she's turning into a vampire.
Oh, that's a good shot.
I mean,
that's a great shot. Oh, the nun.
There we go. The nun. This nun looks like she goes through a lot. I mean, that
Yeah.
is the ring. I'm sorry, but that is clearly the ring logo.
Okay, so we don't have a set date yet, but all
I
right.
mean, you gotta give it to them. Fair enough. You know, they've made a horror film. I will check it out. You know.
We will definitely check it out. I think, yeah.
Oh yes.
There's not really much to say on it. If we're gonna avoid the synopsis and we're gonna try and guess and keep it,
Yeah.
keep it a mystery until we see it.
I'm gonna go with my prediction is it's a Hellraiser Event Horizon type film,
Yeah.
and they go down. So I reckon the plot is they have some sort of religious science type department. Doug Bradley's the leader. They go, all right, we're going to try and contact heaven, or I don't know, something like that. They end up contacting hell. Thorny dude, he comes through, brings through this signal, and all shit breaks loose. That's my prediction.
Nice vague description there.
Nice vague description, yeah.
As vague as possible.
A
I'm not
religious
gonna
Event
guess.
Horizon film mixed with Hellraiser.
Yeah, fair enough. That's bits more simpler. There was no date, so it's sometime next year. It wasn't a teaser. It's a 2-minute trailer, so it's clearly been in production. It could be in post-production, so it could be early next year. So I guess we'll just wait to see, and
Yeah.
I can see us checking this out. We're both fans of the Hellraiser. Well, we've talked about that already. What's coming next, Event Horizon? So yeah, I guess we'll get back to Thorns when it comes out.
Yeah.